Welcome, dear listener, to Spirituality in the Brain. I am Vanessa Anceloni, your host, and this segment is all about the latest findings in neuroscience, which is the science of the brain, and spiritism. Today we're going to talk about communication between mind to mind. People talk about telepathy. Is it possible? Well, science has just published this very August of the year 2013 a research produced by a group in the University of Washington in the United States. They performed the first non-invasive human-to-human brain interface. They used electrical brain recordings in a form of magnetic stimulation. Dr. Rao sent a brain signal to another student named Andrea Stocco on another side of the University of Washington campus, and it caused the finger of the student to move on the keyboard. Well, this past year and a half, other researchers, one of them Nico Lelis, which is a Brazilian neuroscientist from Duke University, he demonstrated brain-to-brain communication between rodents. Harvard researchers demonstrated the communication between human and a rat, and for the first time this August a published work was actually showing how a researcher controlled a colleague's motion in the first human brain-to-brain interface. This is quite fascinating. It's science coming very close to what we already understand in Spiritism, and Kardec talks about it in the Spirit's book firsthand, starting question 419, and he talks about the concealed transmission of thought. So what we call telepathy and synchronicity in many ways. He asks one of the questions, can spirits communicate with one another when the body is completely awake? And that's exactly what the research has been presenting to us. And the answer is fascinating. Let us listen to this. The illuminated spirits answer to Kardec in the following way. A spirit is not enclosed in its body as if it were in a box. It radiates all around in every direction. Hence, it can communicate with other spirits even in the waking state, although it does so with more difficulty. Quite interesting. You can read the questions 419, 420, 421. So dear listener, knowing about it, we ask ourselves, because Spiritism is all about practicality in our lives. How does that information actually change or can promote better quality of life for us? Here we are to meditate together. Let's think about it. Knowing that I can send thoughts to somebody, the person can receive and react to that and also send it to me. So next time we think anything, we need to meditate how much we're impacting on somebody else's life. Dr. André Luiz, in many of his books, but mostly in the book Mechanisms of Mediumship, which is under translation, he talks about the transmission of thoughts and the fact that we actually form mental currents that actually can create what Kardec talked about in the Genesis, thought forms, and they can actually be materialized. The power of our thoughts are such that people can perceive it and feel it. That's why André Luiz mentioned about the mental darts. It's as if we're sending arrows of thoughts to other people. Chico Xavier himself, and we published this story we're going to tell you right now in 2 previous issues of the Spiritist magazine, which you can actually access for free at the spiritistmagazine.com website. If you want your pre-now copy, you just go there, click at our partner HP MagCloud and get the magazine at your home. But if you want to read it for free, it's simple. Just go to the website and you have either the PDF or the digital form. And 2 issues ago, we published an article in which Chico Xavier talks about how the mental dart, the thoughts of somebody really hurt his shoulder, and it took him a while really to recover from it, were it not for the protection of the good spirits. So how many of us are actually contributing thought-wise to one another's lives? Food for thought for all of us. We cannot be heavy in the economy of the universe. meaning we need to be collaborators of God, co-creators. Let us co-create our thoughts in love and light. For now, if you have questions, suggestions for us, just write to us at the contact form at kardecradio.com. And in the meantime, as we always wish you lots of blessings, always connected to God.